Good afternoon, all. You are welcome to the YouTube channel. I have important personnel in the studio. In the person of, please introduce yourself.
I am Mr. Chukwuemeka, popularly known as Legendary.
Well, you're welcome to the studio today.
Thank you.
And
I am Mr. Shukubike FOB Zillion Worldwide.
Zero Worldwide is it part of your name?
Yeah, it's part of my name.
It's part of your name. Okay, that's what you're known for. Okay, it's a consultancy.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you all know, my name is Obichevende Chidebere, and once again, I said welcome. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So today we have an important topic to talk about. There is something that has been a burden to me, or like I do think about it. I don't know how other people view it, but I'll have to throw it open so that other people can talk about it. Now, one, we have three important things to talk about. Let's start with the first one. The first one is this. This is a scenario. Most times you see a young guy, maybe you have a couple of friends and the friends are doing well a bit, or maybe they are not doing so well, but at least they are doing something. But you can see one person amongst the friend and he's not doing so well. And then you see the friends will fail to help that person. Maybe when the person is sick or maybe finally falls sick, you see them contributing money to go and bail him out in the hospital. Now, when you ask them, they say they are doing something for the guy. Or sometimes when the unexpected happen, especially maybe when the person dies, you see them contributing money to give the person a befitting burial in the name of I want to give him a last respect. So what could be the reason why we have such an act in the midst of friends? So what do you have to say about this kind of a thing?
Actually, it depends. It have different cases of view because one is that actually some people are not friend indeed.
Okay.
They will when you ask for help, they will not be available to offer even when they have the help at their reach. But whenever they hear any bad news concerning the person, whether sickness or death, you see them come out. It is in our world today. We see it daily. That's why in the world today, everyone has to know the kind of circle he or she is into.
So
And these people are they the people that can stand for you both in good and in bad times. Eh, So that is it. Then there's another view of it. I will give an example. There is this my let me say my classmate. Then back then in school. After school, we formed this association of a stuff. So we are promoting the association and all that. We're telling people, come on, join, come on, join, come on, join. This is a venue for us to come to close to each other, so that whenever we have need to help each other, one can offer that help.
yeah.
But this guy keeps kicking out, kicking out, kicking out, kicking out, kicking out, kicking out. At a point, this same guy had an accident, a very fatal one that could have ruined his life. Now he started calling out the institution to come and help him. So this is another case. At first, we were the one begging him, come and join. We're not asking you.
And he never see the need to
Yes,
join.
he never saw the need. He thought maybe we there are fools. But when hard times came for him, he started looking for those people that he never wanted to join. So this is another
Angle
view
to
of
me.
it.
Okay.
Get. Some
That's-
people are not serious with relationships. Some people are not accountable in relationships.
Okay.
That's why most of them, when they need support,
Mm.
they might not get it because in that relationship, what value have you given into? What support? What is your is
The
your
sacrifice,
sacrifice
the
there?
sacrificial part of you
Of yes,
in that kind
or
of
are
relationship.
you always there for? Are you always at the benefiting end,
Okay.
at the receiving end?
The feeling that you have nothing to
Feel that
give.
they have not to offer. Everybody in this life has something to offer, no matter how big, no matter how small. You can offer your time. You can offer your advice. You can offer your dedication. all these things.
When
So
you-
they can affect these things I have said, they can affect the attitudes of some friends towards their so-called friend. Eh,
let's hear from you. I have something to say with regard to things that you've said already, but let me hear from Miracle.
Okay. The first thing I would like us to underline is that word friendship.
Yeah.
They say, "Who is your friend?" That's it. Now you can see someone having a phone book of over 4,000 registered numbers, but then another 4,000, who can you call up to? That is another question that inclines into that. Now, not just everyone. That's why, in terms of placements, we have what we call colleagues, friends, family. It goes in line. I cannot just come out in the sense that, okay, we come out, we greet, and then I call you my friend. No, it doesn't work that way. Yes, and the relationship has to be there. Now, when I'm talking about relation, it doesn't just have to do with financial aspects. No, there are many ways, because I believe in this life, to my very best of knowledge and to my best understanding, I've gotten to a level whereby I know that actually everything does not have to fall down to finance. There are so many ways you can be effective into someone's life,
Hmm?
be it by finance, help, or give the little you have.
Okay.
Though there are some people that only believe in receiving and not giving. And I used to tell, there's a boy I once take as my own. I used to tell him, see, I've watched your attitude. I help you a lot. I'm not asking for anything in return, but then I've noticed, and someone has actually come up to me and tell me, never trust a hungry dog. That was the statement the person used. Do you understand? So I had to call him and make him understand this is what people think of you. And you've actually displayed such in front of me, yet I waved away that I'm only putting it order because it will affect you in the future, if not through me. So these are things we need to enlighten people about, that it doesn't just fall down into the finance aspects, it falls down into
Everybody
trying.
has something to give.
Everybody has something to give, be it little or small. Even a rich man, you cannot give a rich man 100 million and he will value it. Let's be sincere.
Okay.
Yes. But there is a little thing that you
We
give
get
to him.
level of we get level
Yeah.
of wealth though. There are rich men that we value.
No, that is
Do you
what
know what
you
100 million
understand when
is?
I'm talking. You understand where no, no.
Don't go
Like,
that area.
let's
Okay.
not look at the word. Let's look at what diversifying under.
Okay.
Now, there's something you can give to a rich man, which is something you can afford. That's why I have to let me not break it down to the viewers' understanding. You come to me, give me what I can afford. You understand? I might not really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's something I can afford as human being. But
Okay.
there are things. The only reason I appreciate it is knowing fully well your own capacity.
Okay.
You understand? Someone can give me 5,000,
Mm.
and I'll appreciate that because I know, wow,
Mm.
for you to give me
For you
this.
to give it this,
Do you
you
understand?
try.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm driving
Yeah.
at?
But there are
Now,
people that will give you 5,000. Be like, what's
there are people
this?
that normally there are people that, and it simply means in that aspect simply means what I need from you is not actually the money.
Okay.
You understand? That's why I said number one, it falls down to who are your friends.
Okay.
Secondly, the people you call your colleagues,
Okay.
the people you call your family. I can come out and tell you this person might not be related to me, but I can call you my brother. Why? Because you've done
What a brother can
what
do.
a brother can do.
Okay.
That is what called brotherhood.
Now, from what we've said so far, there is a establishing point here. He said that when we talk about friendship is supposed to be mutual. There should be mutual understanding between
Yes.
two people. It's not one-sided.
Yeah.
And for a friendship to last or to keep lasting, to make friends, I believe, is the easiest thing you can ever do. But keeping the friendship is where the work is.
Yes.
You understand? So what we are trying to say is that any relationship that is only on the receiving end will always end like that. You only be receiving when you have problem. But when you are giving something, somebody can decide to offer help. Like there are people around me, or I have this friend of mine. The only time that the person calls is when he needs or when she needs something. She'll just call me, okay, please, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? That will be the last time you speak with the person. The next call, in fact, they call, anytime the call comes, it's never to know how you are doing. It's just to ask for something. So, and most times they feel they have this entitlement mentality. This entitlement mentality that this person is well to do now. He should be the person that will be giving me. Now, you said something about giving something to a rich man. Like when somebody is wealthy, it's not actually the gift that is given, but the heart of which that gift is coming from. Because the father that is paying school fees for the child, there's a way the father feels when the child is coming back from school and buy an apple and give to him. He's not the apple, he's not seeing it as, he's seeing it as this guy giving me 10 billion because he can afford apple. But because for this person to conceive this idea,
It's
to
fine.
get this something from me, the dad can go extra mile to do something for the person. So it means that this thing happen, like people help friends or the so-called friends, because we have friends, we have acquaintances, so-called friends when they have need, because those people are always on the receiving end. And then you still mention of friends not really being friends, because I know there are people that they still have good intention, they still have plan, but there is this selfishness in the life of people. It takes only consciousness that makes someone not to live in that selfishness, because most times people don't want to see others ahead of them. Like you have a friend that has an idea of what the person can do. But again, you've just thought about it that if I help this person to do this particular thing, this person is going to be high above my league. And most times, because of that reason, I believe some people would not want to render help. Rather, they will want to give you peanut, like in Nigeria. You know, if we make everything possible, if everything easy for Nigerians, we might not need government to do anything for us. Because if you have good routes, good steady power supply, good water, eh? And then you know that sometimes people might be independent of government. They won't even think about government. If you come to campaign to tell them I will give you rice, I will give you this, they'll be like, what? Because so many companies has left Nigeria just because there is no light. So that's by the way. Let's leave Nigeria alone in this matter. We are talking about friends. Now, there is still another issue. Some persons, like some persons I know, they won't like to in their family, they have a father, they have their mother, and most probably they are out of the country, or maybe they might be in the city. Now, the father will be beckoning on them, come and do something in the house, come and do something in the family. Let's say, okay, repaint the house. You don't want to build new one, no problem. Renovate this house. But they won't do it until the daddy dies or the mommy dies. You see interlock everywhere. You see the house being repainted. You see everywhere shining. What we are we going to call that kind of attitude?
Here is it. Coming about these aspects, I guess we have to deal more of it when it comes to we Igbos. Yes, we see more of this in our Igbo tribe, and there's this thing about Igbo man and wealth
Okay.
and pride that comes with it.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Can you expatiate more?
Okay, now here is it. Igbo man,
Mm-hmm.
money and pride comes together with it because an Igbo man will not want you, no matter where he is or how established he is far away. Is a shame
Mm.
that you come to his own house, his homeland,
Mhm.
to see something different from what his friends have been seeing outside.
So,
So,
what stopped that man from doing that thing when the father or the mother is still alive?
that's the truth about this thing is Igbo man no get that time.
But when the dad dies,
But
the
when
person
that
gets
is
the
the problem, and just like you asked, I've been trying to figure out why is the spirit that why is the spirit of Igbo man
No, no,
that
no, no,
way?
that's wickedness.
Why is the spirit
The
of
man
Igbo
that
man
built
that
the
way?
house will not enjoy the house.
What I can say on that is a matter of a choice and the way some people grew up. Grew up in the sense that maybe that particular person has seen one or two people have made money in their locality, but yet they have their investments outside their home, their village home. So they see it as okay, this is the normal way we do it until something happens. They will have to now come and renovate. But to me, I call it stupidity because there is an Igbo adage that says, "Na akulo no, okwe battalion." And there is no need of. Let me use my case as example. Last 3 years, when I did some renovations in our compound, my if I wanted, I would have used that money to do things outside. But I have looked. There's no need you being a big name outside boss yet. your compound is not well organized, at least to some extent. So I considered it, and then my mom requested, okay, since I have the money now, let me do this one. Let me do that. I did all of them, son. And when I finally lost my mom last year, I didn't have any need for renovation.
Because that's when the real renovation really starts, because they don't renovate until
So
somebody dies.
many friends that maybe haven't come to my house since that time until then, that came for the burial, might think I did that work towards that burial time.
Mm.
Oh, you don't know that I lost it for almost 3 years. So what I can say is that some people, others too, parents does affect it.
Okay.
Parents will say, "Don't come and do anything, no. Don't come and do anything, no." Before they will say,
Village people. Because I want to come from that angle, because
parents
some
also
people
affect that.
might be scared. No, they might be scared that okay. I yesterday I was riding. I picked up a guy, and we are discussing. He told me that he has not gone back to his village for the past 7 years. I asked him why. He said, "You never hear about."
7 years is still small now.
No. He's still a young guy. He's still a young guy. You understand? I should be older than the person. You understand? I should be older than the person. And the person saying, for 7 years, I've not reached my place.
Hmm.
Then I asked him why. He said, "It seems like you've not known about my people. They know they take eye, see men." He said, "My sister can go back, no problem. Eh?
But
Women, once the person is a girl, the person can go back, no problem. But the guy, the last person that tried it, they only went back for the burial."
ah,
So I don't you think that such activity can also be the reason why, could be the reason why some people don't do the renovation? But if that is the reason, why are they doing it when the person dies?
uh,
Is it that the charm is no longer working?
why I noted about parent side is that personally I know how it affected me somehow, but
Okay.
I'm not going to that side.
Mm.
That's something that we'll have to do. They'll say, "Please don't do yet." People around, I think
Village
that I think that maybe you already become Dangote or
Uh,
something like that. So, but me personally, the belief I have is that at least you cannot be answering a very big name outside
Mm.
and be doing things outside
When they come to your own
but
house.
yet your own house is not. We're not talking about being a heaven on earth, but at least
To
there-
some
there-
extent, at least
there is
when you
a-
have visitor, you won't
Yes.
lodge the visitor in the hotel.
exactly
The visitor can come to your house
there's a
and still
least
stay.
expectation people will have on you to see when they come to your home.
Now, another angle to this is this. Some people, like, I see this as a witchcraft. Now, your dad is alive. You never celebrated him. You never killed any cow to say, okay, we are doing birthday for you. But in the burial, I want to pay him last respect. You will kill 5 cows.
Let me come in on that one.
Yeah.
On that one, some parents don't accept birthday celebration.
Okay.
They will tell you that maybe their lineage. I've heard some people say it. Their lineage doesn't celebrate birthday. Some people believe in that. That once they celebrate, then that means they are close to death. They are closer to death because normally everybody is close to death.
Okay. Then,
So
okay.
so on that aspect now, then parents do stop their children from celebrating them.
Mm.
Some will, because I've had. Then on the other note is that some other persons want something that is more of a show off. If your people, if your parents, your family doesn't enjoy your wealth in life,
Mhm.
and you do more when they die, that person is a very stupid person and it's a very wicked person.
Okay, let's pause it for a while here. Hi viewers, welcome back to the show today. I still remain your humble host, Obiche Chidebere, and I still have important personnel in the studio, as you can see. I just want you to glue your ear to us and still hear the important information we have to give to you. And don't fail to like, share, and subscribe. I have important personnel, like I told you before. I have by my right. Please tell the audience your name once again.
Mr. Chudalike, operating known as Obalezan.
Okay, and
Chukwu became FOB CEO Zillion Educational Consult.
okay, I know we've talked about your educational consultancy, and you've given us what you have. So, still on what we are talking about the ill we've seen in our community today, which is not meant to be, and the reason all those things are happening. That is what we are talking about today. So, we have the ill number one, where we talked about the reason why people don't help a friend when they have issue, or try to build them up while they are still together. But when the friend have a problem, they have to settle him or her and pay him a visit, or probably when the person is dead, they have to contribute money to bury the person in the name of I want to give him a befitting burial, which is ill in our community. And the second part of it are people who don't celebrate their parents, or probably do something huge for their parents. And we've all heard that some of these reasons is because some parents don't buy into that, and people advised them not to do something in the village because of village people. I know we'll talk about the village people later, but now let's look at the ill number three. And this ill number three is people who are not appreciative to someone while the person is living. Like someone has been helping you, seeing you through, but most times we have people who have this entitlement mentality. He's doing it because he's due to do it. Like somebody, your dad is paying school fees for you, you be like, you should be paying my school fees. After all, I never asked you to give birth to me.
Now you born me now.
You want me, so you're supposed to take responsibility. So we have people on that angle, on that aspect, that have entitlement mentality. But one striking thing is when the person is dead, you see them reading long tribute during the burial. It was like a father to me. That is, and okay. I have a scenario that happened. I picked up what's it called? These booklets they used to share. The what's it called? These papers. The not flyer. Was the brochure for someone who is dead. Like they will write tributes in there,
Yes.
tributes in there. I saw when a person is writing tribute to a man, and the person is writing that he is beautiful, she's this, she's that. So what I noticed is
The
that
man, he's beautiful.
no. What happened is that when you are into graphic designing, you understand that so many people don't even write any tribute.
Copy
They
and
do
paste.
copy and paste
Paste.
in so the person did the wrong copying. He went and copied
And pasted wrong.
copied for a female and pasted on a male. So it's funny. Now, that aside, I'm talking about people that they are genuine about what the person has done for them.
Yes.
But these people, they never put them up on their status. Even on their birthdays, they will just post them happy birthday. They never bother to tell them, all those exegesis, all those things they read during their burial, crying their hearts out, crying their tears out. I know so many people are doing it genuinely, and some people, they are doing it just because of people around. So is that not wickedness in the heart of people being not appreciative to what someone has done to them?
When it comes to that word appreciation, I won't just emphasize only on juniors. I also talk about the elderly ones, appreciating the junior ones. Okay, in the sense that I've actually been, let me use myself as a case of study because I've actually been in that space.
Okay.
You understand? Where most people that are higher than you feel like, okay, this is what you're meant to do. I can diversify it even down to the priesthood. You understand? That's why someone like me, for me to mingle with someone older than me, when I start mingling with you, having interactions with you, I tend to learn more about you and the type of person
You are.
you are. And if I see you are not actually adding anything positive to my life as an elderly person, I tend to differ myself from you. Because some people tend to see their junior as a spare tire. That is what I refer that to as spare tire, meaning you only approach them when you see them as your last point for that thing to be done,
The final bus stop.
your final bus stop. So
Sorry.
I refer to that as a spare tire. You understand? Then when it comes down to the junior appreciating the senior, this is also should I call it society misleading?
Okay.
It tends to be what they see outside. Probably that word entitlement, which we Africans are used to. saying that okay, this person is higher than me, this person is older than me,
And
therefore,
related to me.
yeah.
So
So it is a must that you are the only one meant to do that to appreciate me. Forgetting that you as a junior also you are meant to appreciate.
okay. Now you talked about seniors seeing people seeing their juniors as their spare time. To me, I can't say I really have issue with that. But where we have issue is that when you use me as your spare tire and you still do not appreciate me as a spare tire.
Of course, that's
Because
what
no
the issue
matter
is.
no, you appreciate spare tires because definitely if you are going to a place and your tire busted on the road and you know there is no other option than to use your spare tire,
You
at least
appreciate
when
your
you use
spare
it, you
tire.
appreciated your
Of
spare
course,
tire.
that is actually
But
what we
now
are talking
where I
about.
have problem is not that, but
Is it
some
appreciating?
adults they feel like if you do something for them it be like okay, it's okay, that one has passed, or they feel that they've done something for you before.
And then you are
There is
meant
a
to.
mentality I feel people should have. The mentality, that's how I think and that's how I relate to people. When you do something for me, hmm, I don't appreciate you or see it from the angle that I have done something for you before, so you doing it is like you're paying me back for something that you've done for me. That is because of this mindset, because of this mentality I have. I will be comfortable that I've done something good for you and I'll say ask you to do something for me, you say no. I will understand that, I won't be angry. But if I start seeing it from the perspective that I have helped you so much, and this is what is happening to our elders, because we are paying a child school fees, and most times our parents are even transparent these things to their children. You've been doing so much for your child. They say charity begins at home. When you ask a child to bring remote to you, when the child brings the remote, you teach the child to say thank you by saying thank you very much for giving me the remote. But now you know the remote, you just take the remote and start selecting stations. You will forget that. And you are passing something to them. You are telling them that adults do not
Don't.
need, they don't need
To
to say
appreciate.
thank you. They don't need to say to appreciate the lower people. That is, the lower people are meant to bow to the elders. So that is the mentality they are passing on to them. And I'm a teacher. Not I used to be. I'm a teacher and I still teach. There is something I normally like to, I teach my pupils. How do I teach them? Because if you want to start teaching a child how to greet, start greeting the child. No, I'm not greeting them because there is a kind of greeting, you are telling, you are mocking the child, you're supposed to greet me.
Yes.
Like when you see a child, they say, good morning. You understand? You are telling the child, you don't know that you are supposed to greet me. But when you see a child genuinely say, oh, Ifani, hi, good morning, how are you doing today? He will say good morning. Next time you see the child
You will like to be
learning
the
in
first.
love, he will be the first to
Yes.
greet you. But if you say good morning, next time the person will just be avoiding you. But this way, you have taught the child that it's vital for you to greet, and you didn't do it from the angle of hatred. So whenever I ask my children to do something for me and they do it for me, I say thank you very much. If I still have gift, I will still give them to appreciate them. And that is a mentality I'm giving to them. And that's a teaching. If they grow up with it, our community will be better place. So what angle are you coming into when we are in this issue of gratitude?
Issue of gratitude, I'd like to say, first of all, in a general aspect, whether junior, senior, adult, or non adult, what you cannot do for yourself, someone helps you to do that. You must have to appreciate. No matter how little and that might seem to be, but since you cannot solve that problem by yourself, someone helps you to solve it, and you feel that there's something much here. Maybe it's because I don't have cash now. Then let me talk money aspect now.
Okay.
Because okay, now you are bigger than 20,000 naira, but you don't have it at the moment. Someone helps you, and you feel that maybe 20,000 naira where I pass. But at that moment, you don't have it.
Okay.
Are you getting me? So, no matter what, let us appreciate everybody that tries to help us or to support us or to give us aid.
Not when they are dead.
Yes, not when they are dead. Appreciate them.
You start
Appreciate
saying,
them.
I remember the moment we
Appreciation
shared together.
does not necessarily mean you're gonna have to wait for a day. You will make millions. You now buy a car, you now buy this one and go and meet the person. You can pay back through many ways. Many ways. We can pay back through many ways. When I had my mom's burial, some persons came to me and said, I don't have money to give you. But anything you ask me to do, I'll do it for you.
That's appreciation.
That's the appreciation because one or two times I have been of help to them.
And another thing is that when they finally succeed in doing that thing they ask you to do, it's still on your own side to appreciate them for doing that.
Exactly.
That is my point. Some people have that entitlement mentality.
It's a continuity something.
Yes. Because when you give them that money that you help them out, they say thank you, didn't they?
Of course.
So when they are doing that thing, when they say thank you, they've paid the debt they owe you. Now, but what I do tell people or say is that if I can't do something for you, that is me. I'm the way I position my mind so that I won't get angry or annoyed over somebody. If what I can give to you or the help I can render to you, I can't walk away from that help with you saying thank you or without you saying thank you, I won't do that thing. That is me. Why I do it is to position my mind in the sense that I won't be angry
whether you say thank you or not.
Whether you say thank you or not, because I might be robbing myself blessing. Because I believe that when you give, I believe God will bless you. I give what I know that to some extent I can. It can be a sacrifice, but I know I'm making that sacrifice because I don't believe that what I give to people will actually come back to me from them.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why I have that mentality. When I give to you, whether you say thank you or no thank you, I walk away.
Another thing I have to say in this application notice, you know, let's assume now you did something for me in the past, and it was a great help to me. Later, and maybe you needed a help, and I know I can give you a help of, let me monetize it now.
Okay.
Maybe you need 500,000, because personally I calculate my reciprocation somehow. I don't necessarily say, okay, because you gave me 10,000 before, okay, yeah, then let me give you 10,000 again.
You give me 15,000.
I have some time ago, somebody had helped me with 10,000 naira back in the years, and I used that money to help someone, not even for my own need. Help someone. Later, when the person needed my support or something, I gave the person 100,000. The help she offered, I was not the beneficiary. Direct.
But somehow you are still the beneficiary.
I'm not the beneficiary because I was trying to help a
somebody.
Friend. I never benefited from it. Telling the gospel truth. But when I wanted to appreciate, because she was a lady.
Okay.
This is not a guy.
She's a lady.
Yes, yes. So I didn't calculate that you gave me 10K. I wasn't the beneficiary. But I had that money at another time to appreciate her. I gave it out. So what am I trying to say? When you have an appreciation to give to someone and you didn't give to the level of you ought to have done,
it's still not acceptable.
It's not acceptable. On that case now, you are the only one that knows. The person they don't know. Every other person around you don't know. But you are lying to yourself.
You are lying to yourself. You are definitely.
You are lying to yourself. So what am I saying? We ought to appreciate people. Don't count that this person gave you 1,000 naira. Person I gave you today might. It might mean that it was not 1,000 that saved you from something of that.
From an embarrassment. Is it not okay? You are talking 1,000 is still big money. Do you know? I had story of a bike man that killed a passenger because of 15 naira.
On the Shaman market, then they bomb people because of 5 naira. 10 naira.
So what are you saying? So any money is money, because 1 naira can make you a millionaire tomorrow. If you say that money has no value, if it were during the time you make call with 20 naira, use 5 minutes to exceed your 1 minute and tell the person that is doing the call that you pay 20 naira.
Another level of appreciation I want to talk about is, let me say, about inheritance.
Okay.
Maybe your parents told you a story of a particular man that helped them in the past. Now you have grown up to be a big person in life. Don't forget. Don't say the man did for my parents.
It's not my
No,
business.
it's not my business. No, shit. Bible say that the gift of a man maketh way for him, and that gift that so-called man gave to your parents,
Mhm.
you are the way that you should open
Because
up for.
I believe that most times our parents going
But-
into borrowing money and all this, most times it's not even because of them. I could remember, I know the number of people I raised money. I joined, like the person told me that I don't have school fees. I created a WhatsApp group for the person. That's not me.
Mhm.
I call on my friends. They raised school fees for the person. Give the person pays school fees. You understand? So now there is
Excuse
something
me, I want to say another
okay.
thing. And on that note, I will not blame anybody that refuses to do again. That is, to help someone again because the person didn't appreciate him or her when he did before. I will
Okay.
not blame that person.
You won't
Because
blame that person.
what you sow,
It's what you reap.
or else maybe the person, by the mercy of God, the person just want to just
Do something now, irrespective of what you have done. Or,
But appreciation,
it opens up
he say that appreciation is an application for more,
for more.
which means that non-appreciation
It's an
is just
application for less.
for less or no
For
more
less or no more. Because no. There are okay, lad, let me tell you this story now. I have a friend, you understand. So whenever the person calls, person is asking for money. Initial time, from the beginning, maybe the person is even saying thank you, but just because of the way the communication, the only call is call for money, not call for help, cry for help. So the very first time the person cries for help, and I give the person 10,000 naira, if it keeps coming up, the amount will reduce. It will reduce no matter how, since the person is not giving in anything.
Yes.
The amount will definitely reduce. There is something that was coming to my mind. Yes. There are families their father or their mother, especially, it do happen to mothers anyway, but both parties are involved. Let's say their parents, they struggle to raise them. They don't have money. Most of them, they went to all these village markets, they bought some things, climb keke, climb all these vehicle to come back. They struggled to raise them. And finally, the parents are well to do. Do you think it's always the best when you tell the father, okay, mother, don't do any other thing again. We have made money. Just sit down and relax and enjoy our money. Don't stress yourself again.
On that note, I'll quickly say that it depends on the health of the parents. If the so-called parents is still fit,
Mhm.
you and I will,
Leave them to work.
I will say leave them to work, because staying at home and
We make
doing
them
nothing might bring sickness to them as time goes on. But if you look that the person has suffered and is already telling on her, let him have a rest. Let him have his rest.
Okay.
That is my own
Okay.
side of it.
So what's your
because
take
there is
on
no
that?
need of
Stressing them
stressing
again.
more, since God has already done
Done
wonders.
something good.
On
Yes.
my own aspect, like you said, the truth about this life is nobody was sent. Nobody believes that he or she was sent to this life to suffer.
Nobody wants to
So,
suffer self.
whoever makes it, we always want a better life,
Okay.
and that better life you want to extend it to everyone around, especially your
Your
parents
parents.
and then your siblings.
At least when your parents do you well.
Yes. And then another thing, in terms of this appreciation of it in this life, there's a philosophy I've been working on from day one. And I believe three things makes people thrive in life: gratitude, appreciation, and sacrifice.
Okay.
Without these three things, putting it together, you are nothing to me outside.
Grace has a part to play, Sha, when
Of
you put all those things together.
Yes, no, let's
Are we
this type
leaving
of guy
Grace
that
out of
lives
it?
I'm this type of guy that lives my life on the realistic part of it. You understand?
Realistic. You are a,
Yeah.
you are a
First of all,
realist.
first of all, let's leave the word of grace and this thing.
Okay.
Grace works, no doubt about that.
Of course.
That's
But-
the spiritual aspect of life.
Yes.
But then we are looking at the physical aspect, what makes you go through in life.
Okay. Because grace can be working in your life, but when you lack attitude,
it won't take you that far.
It won't take you that
Except
far.
the message
Because
God
grace
gives
can
you.
make money.
Grace will now run
you,
now.
you can hit money with grace now. But when you lack attitude, that money will turn to dust.
Of
It will
course.
return you to a normal a zero level. Like it might take you might be very intelligent, you might be very brilliant, but if you still lack that appreciation, gratitude, and regard for people, you will still come back to nothing.
These are
It's just
what
a matter
all
of
these
time.
things are what that's why when you hear preachers or motivational speakers or whoever that motivates you, that mentors you outside there, that mentors you outside there, sorry, when they speak, they tell you be humble. Now, humble in this life, especially this part of Africa, I've seen where people misuse that word, humility,
Humility.
especially the senior ones. They'll be like, you are this, you are that, you are not humble. While you are trying to take advantage of the
the senior
person.
ones want to use it to take advantage of the
But then, no matter who you are in life, if you don't have that word, gratitude, appreciation, and sacrifice in your life, then you're nothing to write on, be it senior or junior. Because that word, humility, comes out from that word, gratitude, and then appreciation. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when you're talking about all these things, you have to list these three things. It is the sacrifice our parents makes that is making us stand here today.
Yeah, sure.
It is the sacrifice you made in another person's life. I've been in a case where I had nothing. Like the last thing I knew that I had to give it to someone outside. Because definitely I know that is actually what will save that person.
The last thing
Not because, of course, not because of I don't sorry, I have it or I don't have it. Do you understand? But because I know that very minute, that very second, without minding what will happen to me in the next second.
Yes.
And that is what we call sacrifice.
You know, but these people, they ingrate, they will think like you have it
Of
all.
course, that is why we say gratitude and appreciation comes, because when I do that sacrifice, you don't know actually my own being that very minute. So your work is to show that gratitude.
You know, that
See,
reminds me.
personally,
Wait.
if I deal with you
Okay.
and you show me that ingrate attitude, I can never help you again. That is me for you.
Wait. This thing reminds me of one comedy I listened to. The person said, "You asked me for 5,000, I don't get," and they said you are shocked. And the person said, "The same 5,000 you asked me, where I no get. Now the same 5,000 you no get, and you know shock you.
I know shock you.
You know shock you, but because I said I don't get 5,000, it now shock you.
It now shock you.
Okay, thank you very much. But what I have to say is that if you made it in life and your parents have been through a lot, look at their health condition, and then you can lighten their burden and not necessarily asking them to relax and do nothing. That little thing they might be doing might be that thing that adds energy to them and give them reason to forge ahead.
Certainly.
Thank you very much, and stay glued to our channel, Obichebendi Chidebere TV. I still remain your host. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for making our time to be with us today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate. So we'll see you some other time. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, welcome to Obichebendi Chidebere TV. In case you're joining us for the first time, here is where we talk about the trending news in our community, in our society at large, and here you get information on sports and entertainment, and as well as educational system. So here we get information to you that is going to make your life better and also make the life of the people around you better, and see how well to live and save, and see how well to build up yourself. And then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.